Hello! Hi everyone! After going through the annoying ups and downs of the bureaucracy process, miraculously gathering all your documents for visa, you'll pick your best stuff to move forward to your new life with lots of traveling and new international friends to live your best life in that new culture. You'll think that you passed the toughest time and the Dolce Vita will start now. It may or may not. For me, it didn't. But we'll get there slowly. So, this is my very first week in Bologna, which is mostly populated with students, like 70%, but only 10% of empty beds are available because of the oldest university in the world, which is amazing by the way. But let's get back to my story. As always in the beginning, everything was perfect. Too good to be true, honestly. When a little warmth inside me started telling me that something is wrong, and guys, you have to always trust your intuition. Your guts understand better because when you have purple glasses, being captivated all the pizza, gelato, and pasta, red flags seem very green to you. As you can see, my first week was a dream come true. Sport in the morning, I used to put oil in my hair and apply SPF. Always apply SPF 50 babes, even during the winter. And then go for a run. Honestly, I don't enjoy running that much, but it was a quick and easy way to explore the new streets of the city. And my very first morning of running, I accidentally joined a marathon. I just saw people running and thought it would be kind of fun to join them. And in the end, first of all, I found out that I'm in very bad cardio shape, and second of all, it was a marathon to support people who have cancer, and they even gave us apples and water in the end for free. And we had a small concert, which was very fun, and I enjoyed so much, to be honest. After coming back, I used to have my rituals of getting ready. I really enjoyed taking freezing cold shower after a hot run because it helps to stimulate your blood circulations and it produces endorphin or serotonin in your brain, and in general just makes me feel better and helps me to start my day very fresh. After that, I apply all my skincare routine and steps, which is not supposed to be this long. Like, if you don't want to do it this long, you don't have to. And just like applying all these lotions to my skin and just having my good time and just making myself feel better with my cup of hot green tea or coffee or whatever you prefer as a beverage to start your morning perfectly. And I used to have a neighbor who would play a piano, or it was just a record of piano music early in the morning, but I used to enjoy it so much because it made me feel like I was the main character of the movie. You know, I used to get ready listening to very loud piano music in the morning, or normally I'm used to listening to some kind of affirmations, manifestations, or just to music to make my mood better. But the piano version was really the moment. You know, it made me feel super special. This is my no makeup as you can see, and then I used to dress up and get ready for the rest of my day. And I don't want you to think that all my days were this perfect and my morning was this calm and peacefully, because as I told you, it was only the first week. I used to live literally 3 minutes away, like literally 3 minute walk to my campus, where I found out that instead of my bachelor degree, I'm going to study master here. But because I was so fascinated with my amazing lectures and super supportive professor, I thought all this amount of project, assignment, and interview will not be a big deal. And remember this moment because it will play also important roles in my story. And this is the main building of political department in Bologna University, where we used to have our lectures. And just look at it, it looks like a museum. Literally, we were studying inside this building, and the first days I was just staring at the ceiling and at the walls around me, and I couldn't believe that I study in such a beautiful place, that even tourists or local people would used to come here and just walk around to check all this beauty. Like 50% of my time in Bologna I used to spend on doing my groceries, because I really enjoy going to new shops in new cities and new countries and exploring what they have. And to be honest, making groceries in Bologna is not that cheap, and especially the first week when you come to a new country and you don't know where you can shop what you want. But later you find all the shops with all these goodies, especially when it comes to vegan food. Don't be surprised that you'll gain weight in a new country, and I did in Bologna, and I don't feel ashamed of it or anything, because I found all these vegan products that you can see. And living as a vegan person in Europe is so much easier than in Turkey, because you have access to all these goodies. And even when you speak about things like desserts and chocolate, look at all this amount of desserts which are vegan. You can choose whatever you want and eat, and you'll not have allergy, you'll not have any type of reaction. You can just enjoy your life and be happy with just less money and some more weight. But who cares? No one cares. You came here to enjoy your life, to live the dolce vita. Thing that you need to know about Italy, or at least Bologna, is that a lot of protests here happen. These protests I accidentally saw just lots of students walking around, and when I came closer I found out that it was for supporting the environment protection and against of car driving in Bologna. And when I was surprised is that police was supporting, government was supporting this protest. They closed the road for them, and people were just singing their favorite Italian songs. I heard Mamma Mia, and they were even singing Toxic by Britney Spears, which was kinda iconic since they were talking about the global warming and pollution. And I was so happy to see protests like this supported by government, and to understand that in some countries you can still say whatever you want to express your feelings and emotions, and you are free to fight for your basic human rights and to express what you feel is right or wrong, without being afraid that something may happen to you or to your loved one or close one. And I think it's really cool. And at that moment when I saw protests like this, I could understand what is the meaning of being free, and the fact that we underestimate it in Europe. So after coming back, I would normally get ready for the rest of my day and prepare something for myself. To be honest, in Italy as a student, mostly what you eat is spaghetti, and not because you're in Italy, but because you're a student. And I'm not complaining, because the amount of spaghetti they have there, it's like endless. You can eat different type of spaghetti every day and don't feel bored of it. But what I got into really much in Italy is avocados and mangoes and pineapples, my favorite one. I mean, if you know, you know. I got really into them and started buying them like potatoes, and to be honest, they're not really cheap, but they're cheaper than most amount of fruit and vegetables. After my lunch slash dinner or whatever it was, I used to go outside for a walk and just enjoy the warmth of the sun, or maybe meet with some friends if I had such a chance. And I really love walking around Bologna, because every time you can find something new. Except the huge amount of tourists, the city itself is fascinating, and I really enjoy the writing on the walls, which is very popular in Bologna, and also you can find a museum of historical building on every step. Literally everywhere you go you can find a historical building, and even the libraries that you can visit here. For example, the building that I'm going to show right now is a main library in the city, and it's huge. Whoever wants can come there, and it is so beautiful. Just look at this, the building, the lighting, and also they have lots of churches in the city. And as I'm saying, you can walk on every street and you'll find something beautiful, so you'll never feel bored. And also they do lots of events, festivals and carnivals on the street that you can join for free and meet new people, which is not hard in Bologna. Just look at the line of the students. You'll never believe, but it's me and my luck. I found out that before getting the card you need to fulfill the form, so I went inside the line. I asked a guy who works there that where can I fulfill the form, and he showed me a link to it, and then I was like, oh, but I don't have internet. And he was like, I can give you my Wi-Fi, and I was like, okay, thank you, so nice of you, so cute. He was cute, but I fulfilled the form, and I was like, oh, thank you for Wi-Fi, I'm done. And I wanted to go back to my place in the line, but he was like, oh, you did it? I was like, yeah. He was like, come inside, and he took me inside, and he was like, just give your passport, and I give my passport. I found out that you also need a picture to get the card, but I didn't have one. Although I had one very big, they cut it in a small, and I just got my card, and I'm really lucky. It's been a good day. To be honest, that was all. The only very first week of me being in Bologna was that incredible and looked like a part of a movie that I wanted to film and share. After that, things started going down, and my time in Bologna was not as pleasant as I expected it to be. And it all happened because of one big mistake that I did myself, and I created lots of problems for myself that were really hard to get out of. But I will tell them to you later, maybe, if I'll have the courage. But the one thing that I'm really thankful for Bologna for giving me is the people that surrounded me. I was really thankful to meet those people and my new friends that helped me to get out of my very hard situation. If you follow me on Instagram, which will be on the screen by the way, you might ask, Zohra, you moved to Bologna like a decade ago, why this video is only coming now? Hold on. I'm even surprised that I'm posting this video now. To be honest, I have so many videos that are already edited and ready to share, and so many video ideas that can even blow my channel, but am I in resource to share them now? Do I really want to do it even if I had time? To be honest, I don't know. Sometimes I think there is no point for anything in our life, but I like going back to look back at my old videos to remember when I was and where I'm now. So don't judge things on how the external looks. You can see only the conditions around, but not what's going inside. Prettiest girls are the less confident. People who make others laugh are very sad deeply inside. And what I understood is that you can't continuously jump from one place to another for a better life. You can't run away from yourself. Or can you? Can you get your life back together after making a very big mistake? We'll see in next part. Until that time, take care. Bye.